All right, everybody. Welcome to the next installment of the Division Rewatch, and something new that we're doing over here. And if you weren't a part of the first one, welcome to the second one. And basically, what this is, just as a refresher, we will, or I will, along with you, just do rewatches of just the division games, the Central Division for now. We'll maybe bump this out to all of the games eventually, but right now we're just going to do the division games, rewatch those because why not keep up with what's going on in the Central? um, so last night there was only three games in total, two of which featured Central Division teams. So we will go through those, watch the summary videos over on YouTube, and then kind of go through some of the stats over on Money Puck, including that beloved deserve to win meter. So why don't we dive in? First game we're gonna go over, well, just watch the summary video right now, is the Predators and the Capitals. So here we go. Let's just get through it. All right. So Preds are struggling still. And I know the Barry Trotz comments, wonder, I didn't see the context of, was he just kind of being, here's a shot on goal, here's a save. Was he just being a GM to try to get these guys going? Excuse me. Or was he serious about, if they don't turn things around now, he's going to go into rebuild mode. Good Lord. I would not think that they're just going to give up on the season this early on, but you never know. Here's behind the net, tried to jam it in. That doesn't go. So, but if you're Nashville, you got to be frustrated. You have to be frustrated with how this season has started. No doubt about it. Poor puck just up against the board. Slap shot from the blue line, and there's a goal. Oh, and goalie for Washington holding his mitt up, calling for something. Thompson from Washington. Let's see what happens there. Oh, he's thinking high stick. Let's see how high that. I. Ooh, boy, is that close? And they allow it. Yeah, that's really too. I mean, if you're going to review that, I don't know how you overturn it. It was close though. They only showed the one replay in on this video highlight, and that one, it didn't look really egregious. So I think that one is a good goal. Here comes Washington. There's a save. By the way, Washington wearing those Eagle jerseys. Two thumbs up for those things. Those are solid. Good shot on goal for Washington. That's no good. Back into the blue line, slap shots. Rebound, good. So let's see. Just gets the shot on net. So this shot from the blue line. Perfect. Right place, right time. Let's see this on the simulator. I'm going to share that over there because you'll see just there's nobody that picks them up. So you'll see there's fighting against the boards, fighting against the boards. Finally gets popped out. There's the shot. And I wonder if it got redirected. No, it did. It must have got redirected. So, yeah, I mean, that was just you finish your battle up against the board and then go to the net. And there you go. Pretty simple. All right, let's so we got 1-1 now, I believe. Right there. And nobody's on him. Nice celebration too. He's fired up. All right, 1-1. Back comes Nashville. Shot on net. There we go. Nothing doing. Rapper Ovechkin. Oof. So, I mean, I know the score of this, but it's hard to not see nice spin move there. It's I know the scores of these games because I have to, look up go into websites that to look up stats and everything. But I don't like to see who scored the goals. So if Ovechkin gets one, I right now genuinely don't know. So shot, no rebound. Still in the first here. A lot going on in the first. Oh no! Tried to go cross ice right in front of his goalie and he got picked off. But no harm, no foul there. Washington still with the puck here. Good God. They are cycling very nice. And oh, that's gotta be a penalty. No? Wow. Nothing there. That was a lot for nothing. Still in the first, Washington with a 12-6 advantage in shots on goal so far. Well, there's one for Nashville, but nothing there. They're on a power play right now. Around Marchessault, rebound, no rebound actually. I got a 4-on-4, so then there must have been a Reds penalty, but now it's watching the power play for 30 seconds and see what they get out of this. Showing the replay of the breakaway. Nice play, just Saros, good play. Going from right to left. Didn't really give him a 5-hole to work with. Had the stick right there. I don't play the goalie position, but that's pretty much how you do it. Well, thank you, Taylor. Taylor said, we are his favorite podcast, so that is very much appreciated. All right, finally, we're in the second period. Oh boy, oh, that was a bad turnover, but Forsberg Forsberg couldn't get it in a goal. Turnover right in front of the net. Right back. Oh, there's a turnover. They got a little breakaway here. Rebound. Nice save by Saros. Bad turnovers in this game. It's like the ones that they're showing are just right in front of the net or in the neutral zone. Bad turnovers. Um, but that's a nice save by Saros. There's a goal. Okay. 2-1 Washington. Let's see what happens. Behind the net. Good job keeping that puck in play. And he, I don't know who that was, but he tripped, but he gets it to Ovechkin. Man, that is just uh, watch. I'm gonna show it on the replay. Ovechkin is just. It's like he's been playing the sport for a while. Um, Here it is right here. Let's bring it up on Goal Simulator. It'll be it'll be nice to see on here because some obviously just a bird's eye view and it's a graphic. You don't really see kind of the nuances, but for this, you probably should. We're gonna share this here and just watch how quick this puck comes off of Ovechkin's stick. You'll see him right over by the dot, goes towards the net. Now he backs up. Watch this right here. Boom. That's just knowing where your guy is. Uh, you know, most guys, I say most guys meet would just like collect the puck and then just kind of like you got to know where your guys are at all times. Just watch this again. He's covered. His teammate is covered right now, but he's going to slide out from that, and there's the double team. So now the pass goes to Ovechkin, and he just one touches this thing beautifully. That's awesome. That's a guy who he's been playing a lot of games. obviously. So, let's get back to it here. Now it's 2-1 Washington. There's a goal. Good job by Nashville, kind of, keeping that puck in the zone and just kind of it wasn't really like cycling, but they were finding open ice, finding open spaces, and eventually it seemed like everyone on Washington was all on the one side. Let's see. Yeah, they are. They're all over there. So that's gonna open up that far side. Oh, that's a redirect. I didn't even see that on the initial one. That was way wide. It's so Here, I'll show you that as well. This one, that was Stamkos who got it. Let's share that here and move it up a little bit. All right. So there's Forsberg bringing it in the zone. Like you'll see them just finding open. Look at that. Look at all five guys from Washington are on one side of the ice. That is going to open up something. And you'll get the pass there. Now, this puck is going way wide, and Stamkos just puts his stick out and just redirects it. And I don't think that was a pass. I don't think that was intended to be a pass. Because if you look at the replay, he's trying to take the shot, and the defender was right on him. He was right on him. So he took a shot, but it was just going wide, and Stamkos just happened to be there. So we head to the third. 2-2, I think, right? Yeah, 2-2. Here comes Washington. They got a 2-on-1 break shot. No save. Nice blocker save. Still 2-2. Under 10 minutes to go. Washington is stuck in the zone. Shot. There's Ovechkin. People are just gonna go crazy every time he scores now. They get it. They got to. All those people there can now say like they saw one that yet got closer to Gretzky. Mm, see how this happens. It's behind the net, and he just finds him. He just he just slot. Strom kind of just goes behind the net, seeing what he has. Ovechkin kind of just separates himself from a defender. Why would you ever leave his side if you're a defender? And he just kind of slides right over to the dot. Beautiful pass and an even better shot. Far side corner. Beautifully done. So, yeah, that's Ovi. I think that really wraps it up. I think that was the final score, but let's see if it gets interesting here in the end. Because Nashville. Oh, we got a challenge here. Didn't even really notice anything. And they're not showing the replay. You know what? When they're doing these, I don't want to see the refs look at, with the headset on. I don't care about that. Show me the replay. But anyway, here we go. Yeah, no goal. I'm confused here. I don't know what's going on because if it's no goal, I don't know. Whatever. It's still 3-2 though. You screwed this highlight either way. I don't know. But there's an empty net. Forsberg with a good shot on goal, but a nice save by Thompson. This play. Nobody picked up Forsberg. God, I'd say like 8 out of 10 times he connects on that. That's a good save. And that is it. 3-2 Washington wins, and that's another Nashville loss. That's tough. Let's take a look at Money Puck here. Your deserved to win-o-meter heavily favors the Capitals, 82% to 18%. So while this was a close game, it wasn't really that close on the ice. Apparently not. Let's see. As far as individual stats here, your expected goals for Nashville, 3.49. They had 2 for the Capitals, and even 6 for them. So yeah, they really, and wow, Connor McMichael, 1.48 expected goals. Andrew Mangiapane was 1.06, and the high for Nashville was a 0.65. So it seems like it really did favor Washington a lot in this game as far as stats go. For the Preds, Stamkos with a goal, O'Reilly, Carrier, and Evangelista, and Tomasino all with assists. Saros, 3 goals against, goals saved above expected, 3. So he played a pretty good game. Seemed like he was under fire a lot. Let me see if I can get the stats here. Where's the box score? How many shots on net? Wow, they both had a lot of shots on net. 36 for Washington, 35 for Nashville. So a good offensive game from really both teams, but it seems like goalies had a really good day. Is there anything egregious for the lines? Pretty good day for Forsberg, O'Reilly, and Stamkos. 20 shot attempts for, only 10 against. So they had a good night, kind of keeping tempo of the game, it seems like, just based on that. Defensively, Preds, not bad. 25 shot attempts for Yossi and Shea, 18 against. Delgado and Shen, 21 for, 16 against. So not terrible. On the Capital side, Ovechkin with 2 points, 1 and 1. Strome with 2 assists. McMichael, Protas with each with a goal. And you had assists from Pierre-Luc Dubois, Matt Waugh with assists. Yeah, so, and Logan Thompson, 2 goals against, 1.49 saved above expected, 46 low danger shot attempts, 8 medium, and 4 high. Did not let in any high danger goals. So very good job by them. Your line of Duhaime, Dowd, and Radish, rough night for them for the Capitals. 5 shot attempts for, 20 shot attempts against. That's rough. So, and as much as the Capitals seem to control this game, that line just didn't control the pace of play. Didn't control when they had the puck, or they really didn't seem like they did have the puck. So, yeah, that's your game. So another loss for Nashville. And does the rebuild begin? Does it? I don't know. Yeah, Joseph. Joseph says, go Avs, go. Tonight, go Avs, go. Let's going to be a tough one. I don't know if you listened to today's episode or not. Who do you think is a goalie we might be able to obtain? I right now, it's tough to say this early in the season. Everybody goes Gibson or I don't know who else. He's really the name that goes out there, but I don't see it happening right now. It could, but I think they want to see what they have in tonight. I think that's part of the reason why they're putting Georgiev out there tonight against Winnipeg. Here's a tough game. If you show something, then that's obviously good for us. If you don't, we're having more conversations. So we'll see where it goes. But other than Gibson, I don't know who else you can really go after that's worth it. Who else is out there that's really worth it? Tell me. Who do you think? All right. What's the last game we got here? Red Wings and Blackhawks. Let's get to that one. Let's bring that up. And I got to bring these up over here as well. So give me a hot second. Red Wings and Blackhawks. Let's go to the game center. All right. And bring that up over here on Money Puck. So we have that when we're all set. All right. Let's watch some Red Wings and Blackhawk highlights. Original six matchup. I think this was on TNT, right? Yeah. You got the score above TNT. I did see some of this. I wasn't watching intently, but I had it on just when I was doing stuff around the house. So, but I didn't see like the highlights. Yeah, there's a January. Yeah, I think as the season goes on, that's when guys become available. Right now, I just think it's too early for a lot of teams to want to just part with guys because they're still trying to figure things out. Nobody's really out of it right now. So, I mean, except your bottom teams that you know are going to be there for the whole season. But I don't know. I think January might be a good time to, and then you get more Georgiev. There's a shot that goes wide. You get more Georgiev games, see what he can do, see if he's snapped out of this funk. If not, then I think that's around a good time that you make the move. Usually when teams do after the new year. They're going to give it a few months. Most teams are going to give it a few months before they make a move. All right. Nothing here so far. A lot of Taylor Hall from just inside the blue line and a lot of traffic up front. So much red and white in this game. I don't know if I like it. There comes the Brinket. Nice move. Oh, man, he got taken out, I think, by the goalie. They still got the puck. They're still moving it. Oh, he whiffed. Yep. Yeah, he did. He got tripped by the goal. I mean, it's not an intentional trip. He's trying to make the save. I do like those black goalie pads, though. That looks sharp. The red jersey and then black pants and black goalie pads. I like it. There's Detroit shot that is redirected wide. Nothing. Halfway through the first. Here come the Hawks. Behind that. Cycling around. Nothing there. A lot of perimeter passing here for Chicago. I think that's their problem. They just don't have. There's a shot on that wide. It actually got blocked. They just don't have the guys that can that have like these playmaking abilities up and down the lineup. That's just the way it is right now. All of this is perimeter. I don't think they just don't have the bodies to fight down low. So here's Detroit turnaround shot that goes wide. Joseph, is the defense good enough to win the cup? When we won the championship, defense was very strong, especially game 6 versus Tampa. Is the the operative word there is or words are good enough? Yeah, I think it's good enough. Is it the best? No, definitely not. But it's like the goalie position for the average. They just want to get good enough goaltending. Defense is a major part of what you're trying to do on the ice. But yeah, I think the defense is good. I think they have some pretty good pairings here. Malinsky's looked awesome. I like Ludwig. I think he's been playing good. He gives you some muscle. It's a shot on goal here for Detroit. There's got a Detroit power play. Oh, he got rocked. He got nailed right in front of that. Bedard with the pick, and he gets leveled. That's funny. Okay, I'll get back to that point in a second, Joseph. But so I know Bedard is the golden boy here, but anytime he gets touched, and this is on Chicago's home turf, let me rewind that a little bit. So here's the puck. It gets cleared just as the power play is ending, and there is someone on Detroit going back to the puck with Bedard. So Bedard fights, and he actually gets the puck. He gets the puck, but he's already behind the net. So he circles around to the other side, gets drilled, and the crowd doesn't like that. It's a completely fine hit, but you touch the golden jewels, and they're gonna want a penalty every time. It was not. All right, so here come the Blackhawks. So anyway, yeah, Joseph, with that, yeah, I do. I think the defense as the season goes on, um, and the top line is the top line or top pairing. That's the best in the league. And I think Gerard has been playing fine this year. Manson has been having a good year. So yeah, I like the dynamic that they have on defense. So I think that it is just fine to go out and work out. I think the big issue is the goal position, obviously. And there's a goal for the Red Wings. And I'm just slapping at the puck here. That wasn't like pretty at all. Let's take another look. Puck in the zone on the right hand side, pass gets blocked. Then it just ping pongs around, goes right to the brink. Oh, it was a pad save that went right to him. Ugly goal, but who cares? It's a goal. All right, here we go. Oh, I can do this too. Here's your question, Joseph. So I guess I'll start doing that if guys put stuff up. Here we go in the second now, and nothing there. So 18 minutes to go. Pass intercepted. Here comes nice pass there. Nice centering pass, but all for naught. There you got Chicago in their offensive zone. Nice cross ice pass. And it goes in. Nick Foligno. This was a nice pass down low. Nobody's covering Foligno. Oh, and even better goal stuck with it. Here, we'll show that on. Let's get it up there. There's Foligno. Let me blow this up a little bit so you can see this pass. Very nice pass. Let's see. We'll share this here. So, yeah, it's going to be kind of cycled around, goes behind the net almost, comes back around. Here's the pass. No, everybody just forgets where Foligno is. Everybody on Detroit is on that side of the ice. You got to know there's guys on the other side. And here's the pass, just finds a way. And I mean, it goes right to Foligno, but he collects it, as you can see, kind of going behind the net. But really good hands to kind of pull that back. And it was saved initially. But he stuck with it, kind of gets another good jam on it, and it kind of trickles in. So there you go. That was a much needed goal for Chicago. So let's continue here. I just find on the board. Excuse me. Stuck with it. Race. What do you have seen TJ Tynan as opposed to other players that could be sitting on the fourth line? Well, we have a goal here, so I'll get to that in a second. Dylan Larkin. I know we're supposed to hate Detroit, but I like Dylan Larkin. I think he's a great player. And he just flies up that right hand side. Nobody touches him. Oh, that's just a pass. It's a turnover and a pass. I think it was a turnover, and then they just find him on the right hand side, and he just bolts. He just bolts. We go to the third. Yeah, Reese, the what do you think, TJ Kynan? He's been there before. They know what they're getting in him, and I think they're just comfortable bringing him up. He knows his role, and they're just comfortable that he's not going to screw anything up. And they can put him in for a game and just kind of fill that slot when needed. Why they don't bring up other guys? There's another goal here for Detroit. That's just a redirect right from inside the blue line. So yeah, just a shot from the blue line and a redirect. Nothing fancy about it. So there's another goal. Um, so I'm sure you're thinking, oh, a double winker there. It went off the Chicago skate. It was redirected into a skate into the net. So why not? I mean, I'm sure you're thinking of who like Jean-Luc Foudy, Oscar Lawson. There's a 2-on-1 break that gets saved. Um, right now, Lawson, I just don't feel like he just has shown nothing at the NHL level. Foudy is an interesting one. We all love Jean-Luc Foudy. There's a chance for Detroit. Oh, rebound. No, wide open net. But I think with Tynan, it's just comfortability. They know what he can give them, and they're happy with what he can give them at a depth position. It's really just that simple. Who else would you want to see? If you want to comment in the comment section, like who are you thinking that they should bring up? Because I can totally see it could be other guys that you're thinking. So still 3-1 here, 2:25 to go. Empty net. Can't get it out of the zone. If they do, it's an easy goal. There it is. Empty net. 4-1. Yeah, just couldn't keep it in the zone. I think this Andrew Kopp, who just was in the neutral zone, you find him, and that's easy. So 4-1 Detroit. Chicago with a loss. All right, let's take a look here at some stats for this one. Your deserve to win meter 73.8% for Detroit, 26.3 for Chicago. Seemed that way too, and just watching the summary highlight. Your expected goals 3.73 for Detroit, 1.76 for Chicago. Let's get to stats. Larkin and DeBrincat with a 2-point night, a goal and an assist each. Andrew Kopp with the goal, and Joe Velino with a goal as well. Sider, Raymond, and Rasmussen with each with an assist. Cam Talbot let in one goal, 0.76 above expected. Your shots, low danger 37, medium 3, high danger 1. And the goal he let in was a low danger shot. So should have had a shutout then. And for your lines, your Kane, Larkin, and DeBrincat line kind of controlled the pace of play here. 19 shot attempts for, only 8 against. Raymond, JT Compher, didn't call that name at all during that whole highlight. I'm not really sure how he's doing over there. He just seems to have signed with Detroit and kind of, I don't want to say disappeared, but you don't hear anything about JT Compher for some reason. But they seem to struggle. Only 3 shot attempts for, 13 against. So when those 3 were out on the ice, which was for over 11 minutes, they were playing defense most of the time. For your defenders for Detroit, it's kind of yin and yang here. Sherratt and Petrie, 6 shot attempts for, 24 against, while Gustafson and Johansson, 16 for, 3 against. So that's just, one pairing's out there and they're just constantly in the defensive zone. The other, not so much. For Chicago, you had Foligno with the only goal. That was assisted by Murphy and Bertuzzi. And Mrazek with 3 goals against, 0.11 saved above expected. Shot attempts, 27 low, 7 medium, 5 high. And the goals let in, 2 medium and 1 high. And how's your lines do here? Your best line was Foligno and Bertuzzi, 7 shot attempts for, only 5 against. And all your other lines were, not all of them, but most of them were Kusha, Kurashev, there we go, Bedard and Donato were 9-4-3 against, but everybody else was kind of in the negative, which makes sense. You're playing from behind in this game. What were let's see what the shots on goal and stuff were for this one. 25 for Detroit, 29 for Chicago. So Chicago outshot them. So I'm wondering if, Detroit got the lead and just kind of settled in and didn't press the issue, didn't force the issue or anything like that. So there you go. Another loss for Chicago. And so this was when we were talking about, Race asked about TJ Tynan. I was thinking Jean-Luc Foudy, as you had mentioned, but I guess he's really not giving them the performance as to what they had hoped. I think they still like Foudy, but other guys are outplaying him. And if you're going to go between TJ Tynan and Foudy right now, you're going to bring up Tynan. You're going to do it. Unless Foudy just goes on this unbelievable run down there and they feel confident. They don't have the confidence in Foudy that they do in Tynan. I think that's the best way to describe it. And they want to get that confidence in Foudy that they can bring him up. And maybe if the Avs were winning more, maybe they take a chance on bringing Foudy up for a game and just to slot in for a game or not. But they got to get back to winning. So that's kind of where they are with that. And another one from Joseph. I enjoy Landy as a leader, but paying him 7.5. I think is it 7.5 or just 7? I don't know. Either way, it's 7.5 million a year for 3 years. No hockey is a long time. You're paying him off the ice, yeah, but it's not going towards your cap. So I get it, but I think they will pay him the money on his contract for what he still offers this team. That's a lot to pay a guy that's not playing and just as a vocal leader. But what he's meant to this team, they will pay it as long as it doesn't touch their cap, which it's not right now. And we'll see. I mean, again, I don't know if you guys listened to today's episode yet, but you had the two sides of that with Landeskog of Adrian Dater hearing that it's severe and are we going to be in a retirement talk, and Jared Bednar saying it's not that severe. Was it a setback? Yes, but he's had these little setbacks, little pockets of setbacks, and then you give him an extra day and we'll get back to it. But you're right. I mean, we've been doing this for now 3 years now, so at some point the conversation is going to be had, because how long do you hold out this year? I mean, do you go up to the trade deadline in March and then bring a guy back in March where it's crunch time? Bring a guy back in March who has not played now for 2.5 years, almost full 3 years, for a playoff push that you just don't know what you're going to get out of him. That's why I really think they were wanting him now, to get as many games in as possible and kind of watch that, how he's progressing throughout the season. And if he's not, then you pull the plug. Now you're punting that can down the road. And if you do that late in the season, that's just, I don't think they want to do that either. Can he practice with the team while his contract is not? Yeah. If you're on LTIR, you can't, like, you can go out there. As far as official practice, like, he's not going in like in an official practice. And they would probably remove him. Like, a lot of times you saw it with Manson last year when he was injured. He's not out there with your everyday practice, because you're doing things of like rehabbing. So you'll be out there with a couple guys, but not an entire team. You're really not going to do that. And he hasn't been. That's kind of why we brought this up to begin with. Like, you haven't seen him on the ice in the past few weeks. I don't know what it is. So something to watch though. But we'll be watching tonight against Winnipeg for sure. And then we'll be, Kyle and I will be recording after that game. So hopefully they can get a win. So this was it. This was just the 2 games in the division. So we'll probably, I don't know if I'm doing this tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see how the day goes. But if not, we'll definitely be back tomorrow with a fresh Locked On Avalanche and talking about this Winnipeg Jets game. So, all right, everyone. So that's your 2 games in the division. And let's hope the Avs can grab 2 points tonight in regulation. Not a lot of division games in November. So Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you guys tonight.